Per 9000's Game Room.
Okay, so on this Thursday just gone, we had a Nintendo Direct. In fact, it was a Pokemon Direct, that's all they talked about. The first thing they brought up was a remake to Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team. It was announced for the Switch, apparently release on March the 6th, and there's already a demo up. I've played this demo a little bit, and while I think the art style's fantastic, I just love it, the gameplay is pretty simple and doesn't feel, to my memory, much different to the original game. So this isn't something that I'm going to go running for. Yeah, I'd get it at a sort of cheap price, but it's not something I'd pay £40 on out of the door. Slightly more exciting thing announced is that Game Freak announced an expansion pass for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. The expansion pass will introduce 2 new areas, split into 2 parts, as well as new customization options, haircuts, clothes. I think 200 Pokemon apparently, new characters. The first part, the Isle of Armor, launches in June 2020, while the Crown Tundra apparently releases in autumn 2020. It was also mentioned that Pokemon Home, a storage service, will be launching in February, and that more details for that are coming. The thing is, when the Sword and Shield initially came out, you must have heard all the Dexit stuff with people complaining that there wasn't very many Pokemon. Well, people's views on this upcoming expansion pack are all over the place. Some people see it as Pokemon and story modes and things that just should have been in the original game. Some people view the extra Pokemon and missions as things that already should have been in the game. And then those that don't, some people think that we shouldn't have had this kind of DLC, we should have had a new version of the game. A bit like how, you know, there was a silver, gold and then a crystal. If I'm remembering this right, the price for the downloadable content, or season pass as you want to call it, is £28. Which actually sounds a lot, and especially when you consider that the pass for Sword and the pass for Shield are 2 different items. So if you own Sword and Shield and you want to explore the extra content in both games, you're talking 2 lots of £28. I'm a little bit mixed with the whole thing myself. You see, yes, I do want the extra Pokemon. Yeah, I do think the extra content looks good. I know that nowadays, you know, we're still tending to pay £40 for a game, which is what we were paying years ago, and yet everything else in the world's moved up. So I can see that really places are going to want more for the game long term. That's why they are coming into this season pass sort of stuff. I don't know, my decision goes backwards and forwards on whether I feel cheated or not. I suppose ultimately it all comes down to what you do with your money. You can moan and whine as much as you want, but if you buy it, you're supporting it and stamping it with your support, really. So I guess, what do I intend to do? I'm going to pick either Sword or Shield, I think, and buy the season pass for one of them. I'm not going to be stung twice, not unless it goes on sale or something. But I don't want to miss out on all this extra game. Credit to Nintendo with dropping the demo for Pokemon Dungeon now, and also for giving players of Sword and Shield a sneak peek at the expansion stuff right away. Because if you go on your Sword and Shield and you head to Wedgeworth Station, you'll meet a new trainer, Clara in Sword and Avery in Shield. And if you meet these trainers, it sort of marks the start of the expansion pass story, and it allows players to catch a Galarian Slowpoke. Also, if you pre-order the expansion passes now, you get some free uniforms you can use already. So they're quite good at getting you sort of ready and hyped, and not so much a good thing is that they've put icons on the screen talking about the expansion pass. I don't like that. That's kind of rubbing it in your face if you don't want to get the pass or you're trying to ignore it. Ultimately though, it's hard to decide if the pass is worthwhile or not, because we're only being told about how many Pokemons are in it, how many characters, what kind of things, and where it's really going to stand or fall is on the actual experience it provides. Is it a good story? Does it feel like more of the game, or does it feel like a cash-in? None of that stuff is going to be answerable until it comes out and somebody buys it and plays through it. I suppose that's one of the reasons I'll buy it, because I'll just want to know. Okay, I suppose that's me done talking about the Pokemon Nintendo Direct. So, Kerr9000 signing off. Thank you very much. Keep on gaming.